That's what's so fantastic about this technique. You don't have to worry about mistakes or accidents. We don't have them. It's very easy.
Bob Ross is great.
Repair anything that happens.
I just thought I'd do a quick
change your mind right
video here this morning. Things I'm trying to do. So here's my watering can.
Yeah, let's go back to
And my pot hose is a little dry, so I have to add some water to it.
We can begin working with
So,
our grassy areas more.
Yeah, it needs to be
So
watered.
you didn't have to worry
Yeah.
when you're putting in all the rocks,
Okay.
anything you don't want.
I've had this pot hose for about, I don't know, a couple years.
Quiet little grassy places.
That should be good enough.
Place to go lay it. Read a book or something. Look at the birds.
There's me
Talk to the
in
bugs.
10 years.
Now, we need to close up this side so it's
So,
contained. So we'll just start right up here. Just right up over the water. There.
Bobby's out on deck. Beautiful day here. Right, Bobby? And here's my deck. I got some flowers. A few roses up there. They seem to do better back here instead of the sun. A few flowers coming out. My dahlias are coming back a little bit. Petunias always do good here. Right, Bobby? Hey. He might be going in his fountain here today. There's a jigsaw puzzle I did of my backyard from London Drugs. It's going to be 28 today, but 35 tomorrow. Oh, good. The yak and tinum are doing well. They don't need a lot of water. And I transplanted these, what are they called again? Anyways, that was from Norman before they moved. Hey you! Hey you! Hey you! Hey Bobby! Talk! You're on camera. He doesn't like to talk on camera. And then I got this over here. My dwarf Alberta spruce. And Acontinum and Russian sage, which repels the deer. I got my deer fence constructed, and I planted a whole line of chives here because deer don't like the smell of chives or onions, so I totally doused this. I can't have this fence here in between properties, so. And this is Sharon's place here. We're good neighbors. I know a few people around here. This guy nobody likes. And here's the apricots coming out. Apricots, maybe within a week I'll be able to pick a few. Lots of apricots off my tree this year. I should get about 3,000. First year I got 850, last year 2,500. And they had a deal at Art Naps, so I went to Sharon to Art Naps the other day. This one, I don't know what that's called. I thought it was kind of nice. Whatever that says. It's kind of neat. And the marigolds, they repel bugs, and the deer don't like that either. So I put that out there. And I got a whole bunch of cucumbers growing here. They're a vine, so I put them on the hill. And the daisies are almost ready to come up. Here's my asparagus, the third year. I might be able to get asparagus this year finally. 2 there, 1 over there. Me and Sharon planted potatoes over here. And peas are doing okay here. The rhubarb isn't doing too bad. And parsnips are coming up here. I just thoroughly doused this It's 17 degrees here early in the morning right now. And radishes are coming up. I might have some radishes already. And planted wildflowers here on a line. And Swiss chard. I put in my cinder blocks here. So I'm going to have 4-foot high Swiss chard growing up in my cinder blocks. I got to water that tonight. Here's my shed. It's a big shed. Cleaned it up. And I don't know. I haven't done this too much. There's a lot of sparrows around here. And there's my statue. My fountain. My deer fence is all completed. I went to Revy to get all the equipment, a couple posts, big fence. It was only about $100 for me to do all this. I got a squash growing here, lots of strawberries coming up, sweet peas. Sweet peas are climbing already, and 4 tomato plants, chilies coming up here, and these are giant peas. So on the other side over there it was the smaller peas. These are going to be giant peas, I hear. And these birds keep dropping sunflower seeds out of my bird feeder. So I got a few sunflowers. I just thought I'd leave them there. And me and Sharon, we played croquet a couple of weeks ago. I got spaghetti squash there and another kind of squash, buttercup squash here in the hill. And blackberry. There's a blackberry bush I planted a couple years ago. Hopefully it'll do better this year if the deer don't eat it. There's my birdhouse in the tree. There are birds going in there, I know that. I didn't see any babies coming out though. I should have secured it to the tree because it swings. They're probably getting dizzy. And I picked this up for free in Sharon's neighborhood. They were donating things to the community, so I got a new sprinkler. It's kind of neat. Had that on for a while. And yeah, these strawberries have actually grown from this planter that I built a couple years ago, and they're now growing in the gravel, and even jumped over into here with the sweet peas. And here's my walking sticks and canes. I'm gonna need those shortly as I get old. My walking sticks. And I found this in the hill when we moved here, this old ore. I stained it and verithaned it. And the wasps aren't out yet, but I do have a wasp hanger there. And my air conditioner is working good, the original air conditioner with this place. And then I just got junk back here with my old bird kite. Charcoal barbecues are the best. And my anti-gravity chair. Sharon enjoyed it. And this is Kathy's place. She moved in here about 6 months ago when Norman and Lorraine left. And I talked to this guy, what's his name, Raul or something. He's got an older unit here, as you can tell. And the deer would come in here and eat all their tomatoes, so that's why they put that over there. And I haven't had a deer problem here since I put up this fence, so that's good. And that's an apricot tree. She's got a pear tree right next to that one. And I like pears, so we're going to trade pears for something. Oh, these birds love this fountain. He just flew out of there. Okay, it's got a bit of food coloring in there, but he should be fine. And I should probably wash the car again. I just swept last night. I don't think this tulip is going to work. I protected it in a cage for the deer, but I think it's gone. And then I'm going to prune this off. This is a rose bush, so I think it's best I just get rid of those dead things. And these are all fake. Who knew? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's fake too. So the peonies came out finally. I planted them about 3 years ago here. And now finally I get peonies this year. They really have a good scent. Trying to get some chilies to come out in that pot. And then I planted some portulacas up at the top. In the sunshine they'll be coming out. Portulacas like it where it's arid and hot. But I think they needed to be watered. And these, I can't remember what they're called, but these are called piss-off plants. I bought 3 of them for a perimeter. Scented geraniums they're called. And deer do not like scented geraniums, so they act as a barrier for all these deer pests. And I like these flowers here. Norman and Lorraine gave me their antique watering can, and I put them in there. And there's vines growing up on this alder tree. I think I have 3 alder trees. And there's Mount Peter and Mount Paul, Strawberry Hill. And this cedar, the deer were kind of eating my cedar, but it's coming back. I just keep watering it, and maybe eventually I'll get a cedar like that in probably after I die. And then here's another scented geranium I put there, but it needs lots of water here. And that's where I used to live, across the bridge over there. This is a much better neighborhood. And there's Rod and Gail on deck, and they love each other, I can tell. Right, Bobby? What do you think, Bobby? You want to go in your fountain? You want a bath? What? Hey, Bobby. Hey. Hey, Bobby. Bobby. Hey. Hey, you. You're funny. And I got this chair at a second-hand store for $40, and it reclines and it's very comfortable. And this one swivels. I've had since Calgary. Puzzles on the wall. The sun with lights. When I plug everything in, everything's lit up here still. And Sharon and I, we have a fishing license now, so it was nice for her birthday present at Mile High Resort. And there's fishing places along the South Thompson River here. 2 kilometers from here, you can even walk there. MacArthur Park is good. And so, yeah, I'm just getting things done here today. And yeah, my back isn't doing too bad. And my avocado tree is coming up again. I see the sprouts from my avocado tree. The deer came up on my deck last year and ate it all. So I tried it again. So maybe by the fall there'll be a new avocado tree there. Right? Right? What do you think? You want to come out, Bobby? You want to come out? Hey, Bobby. Goodbye, Bobby.